Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now it leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And at one point, he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there's always room to add to that legacy.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Prescott. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Brady. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing it out deep for Woods. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Prescott off play action. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
When I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset, this is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Open man downfield is Woods. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. He'll take it inside the 25.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Looking long for Thomas, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out now come the Cowboys. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first down throw for Prescott. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Come on, let's go. Let's focus on what we got to do here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott now. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Brady. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. Over the middle here to Brown.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They go with Jacobs. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, They won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, Prescott tosses the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Davante Adams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins, 74 yards. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Here's 2nd and 9. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Brady.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And Woods has it complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott on the move to his left. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Marr is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tom Brady in the offense, down by 10, a minute 51 on the clock. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Brady to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now Brady. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw, Brady. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Texans 14.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity. touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Don't give him nothing. Don't give him nothing. Play smart, baby. Here we go. He's going to make a play, baby. Make a play mode. Let's go do this thing, baby. Get him go.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining